What's up everyone, welcome to the Durbin Compound. So today we're going to go through a little glove discussion and kind of what the best work glove is for me. So this is a highly opinionated topic and a lot of people have tons of different views on exactly what they like in a glove and what they don't like in a glove. One thing that I like is breathability. My hands sweat a lot. So the gloves that I review are going to be very crucial when it comes to actual breathability. That's what's important to me. So when we talk about my three basic review points, which are ease of use, basically how comfort, when you wear the glove, is it comfortable, is it easy to take on and off. We're going to talk about that in each and every glove. We're going to talk about the durability. What is the lifespan on your glove? So whatever work you're putting it through, what kind of lifespan are we looking at? And then most importantly, the value. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to spend tons of money on a glove that doesn't hold up for very long. So I'm going to show you 10 examples from bottom of the barrel up to the nice glove and the best value and what I think. We're going to go through work gloves. We're going to go through 3 winter gloves. So I have 7 examples of work gloves and 3 examples of my winter gloves. So it just depends on what you're trying to do, is what will work best for you. So let's jump right into it. So work glove, the worst work glove that I've ever used. This is a custom leather craft work glove. It's called the Handyman. The part number is 125. This is probably one of the worst gloves that I use. This has a synthetic leather. I think it's 50% synthetic leather and 30% polyester. It has a couple reinforced areas on it. The fingertips are reinforced, but they're reinforced with synthetic leather. I find that these gloves come apart right at the seams and almost instantaneously when you're working with them. So I use them in the summertime for cutting wood, and otherwise just moving stuff around, and I tear these gloves up. Especially with wood cutting, these will last me about a day. They come apart at the palm here. So when I have this on, I'll put every glove on to show you exactly how easy it is to take on and off. But I will wear out the palm here, where I'm catching wood on it, or just something else. The stitching on the thumb comes off first on every pair of gloves, and then goes the fingers. So they wear out and then they come apart at the seams on the side of your fingers. That's where I see the most wear and tear on my gloves, is the side of the fingers. So that's just how I use them and how I go about it. The palm really, it holds up decent, but it's the stitching that's really bad. So maybe it's a cheap thread that they use for the stitching. I don't know, but it doesn't hold up. I give this glove a 3. The reason I give this glove a 3 is because it doesn't hold up all that well, but a pair of these gloves is $14.71, and I will put with each and every glove that I go through, I'm going to put down here in the bottom, I'm going to put exactly what it is and how much it costs, so you already know from here on out. So this Handyman, I give it a 3. It's really not that good for that $15 value, so I give it a 3. Let's go on to the custom leathercraft Workright. So the reason why this is the same company, they just have a different backing material to it. So this is kind of what I would consider non-breathable. It's a nylon, and this is more like a breathable material on the back. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know that it's the same blend of 50% synthetic leather and polyester. So I assume this back is some kind of cotton. It has a padded knuckle and it breathes decently for what it is. Now, once again, I've been through a couple of these sets of gloves and they wear out in the stitching. So maybe that's just the downfall with custom leathercraft is they go with the cheap stitching. Their palms really never wear out, and I've never worn through the back of the glove like some of these other ones that I'm about to show you. So their fingertips are decent, you have good dexterity in the glove, it's really not that bad. So when it comes to ease of use and comfort, I like this one more. When it comes to durability, not very good at all. The value, these are $10, so they're $5 less than the Handyman that we talked about before. So I would go with a thumbs up in the value department. It just depends on what you're using them for. If you're using them to maybe build stuff around the house, you're running a circular saw with them, you're running power tools. If you've used a power tool for a lengthy period of time, you know that you gain blisters around your thumb and index finger from holding a drill or an impact gun. This will keep you from doing that, and you're not going to wear this glove out by using power tools. Are these used for cutting wood? No, no way. I would wear one of these gloves out in a day, probably even less, just because of the material. And as soon as bark and stuff like that catches, they're done. They're trashed. So that one is all. I give that one also a 3 because it's a cheap glove. So naturally, a $10 glove, it's decent. You get what you pay for, and it's a 3. So the next one, I was really not impressed with these, not at all. So this is a Duluth original work glove. So this glove is $29.50. If you want to look at any of these gloves, I'm going to put a link in the description so that you can go through, and if you see a glove that you like or you want to try, go check it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You just go out there and try it. So this Duluth work glove is synthetic leather and nylon. The palm looks really, really meaty. So especially right around the index and thumb where I was talking about before, looks like a really meaty glove. But when you put it to work, this thing absolutely just falls apart. So when it comes to the comfort of these, they're really, really scratchy and itchy inside. It's kind of like they don't have any padding on the inside. It's literally just other side of the material. So that's why I don't really like these gloves. The stitching comes apart right on the edge of the fingers, as you can probably see. Hopefully you can see the inside of my fingers. This synthetic leather kind of just tears and rips apart. So this glove was all black up here before, and you can see where I've worn it out. And that's just the nature of the beast. This doesn't breathe very well. The entire back of the fingers are nylon, and it's a work glove that I wore out in, I think, just a couple days of wood cutting. So it was a heavy, strong work glove that I was looking to get a lot of hours out of and didn't get any whatsoever. Just 2 or 3 days, and these things were trashed. At the $29.50 mark, these are not worth it. I give them 2 thumbs down. When it comes to value, they're garbage. So my lifespan out of them was 2 days, maybe 3, and I paid $29 for them, so $10 a day to use these gloves. Definitely thumbs down. I gave them a little higher at a 4, but only because they held up past that first day mark when it comes to the Handyman. Now this is a glove I just picked up. I thought I'd try. This is the Carhartt impact glove. This is a fully, well, I can't say fully dipped, but it's a rubber glove. This is a 100% nylon, stretchy sock on it, or what do you want to call it, interior. This is what they call their C grip. These are really grippy gloves. They're kind of goofy. They make you seem like a cyborg, but really, really grippy. They're really rubbery. The reason I tried these is because later on in the video I'll show you another option that is fully dipped like this in a I think these, I forget what these are called or what these are dipped in. Maybe I'll put a description down here when I figure out later in the video, but these are polycarbonate or whatever, I don't know what they are, but one thing that I find that I see about this glove is in the fingertips, they have vents in each fingertip on the side. And I know darn well that if these gloves wear out and the thread in between the fingers, that's going to be the first place to rip open. Because those little vents, they're little side vents, yeah, they might be good and they might let your hand breathe a little bit, but at the end of the day, that's going to be the first place to split. At a $13.99, I think I got these from Tractor Supply. I think you can also get them on Amazon, but for $13.99, not a bad deal. I give these a 5. So we're moving on up here. I've used these for 2 days now, and exclusively out stacking wood with them, and they've held up pretty good. So the overall durability is pretty decent, and you know, I just see the fingertips, or the in between the fingers, going first. They're kind of goofy to pull off your hands, but for the most part, pretty decent glove. I give that a 5. My next glove is a Youngstown glove company. This is an anti-vibration glove. I'm not too impressed with this glove, although I did rate it high. These gloves are sometimes expensive. These gloves are anywhere from $15 to $40, depending on what you get. This glove was $24. So the thing that I don't like about this is that you're stuck with this anti-vibration cuff. Okay, so you have this huge cuff on the end, like to wrap all the way around your hand. So apparently this keeps you from being affected by vibration. You Velcro it once, and then you wrap around and Velcro again. So that's really tight on your wrist. So depending on how you put it on, you can make it a little looser, but it's still tight, and I don't really like that comfort aspect of it. So when you ask me about the ease of use and comfort, I'm not really impressed with this. These gloves have always been really tight. They always have that synthetic leather feel on the inside. They kind of cramp your fingers when you close them, and I've had a lot of hours in these. I use these to run the chainsaw. The palms are padded, and right around your knuckles are padded, so it's a decent glove. As far as $24, there could be some improvements. I think that it's not really synthetic leather. I think it's nylon. So the nylon is just a really weird, non-forgiving surface. And if I remember correctly, these things don't breathe at all. I can already feel it, my hands sweating in these, and I've had them on for a minute. So one thing that I do notice about this glove all the time is when you store it, that the Velcro snags the back of the material. So whatever this material is, it seems to be very high in polyester, and the Velcro snags the back of this and just tears it up. So if your Velcro tears your glove, I don't know how I feel about it. So this glove is a little uncomfortable. The durability of this glove is pretty darn good. It just doesn't feel good. So I've had a lot of hours in this glove. I haven't stacked a lot of wood with it, but the overall durability seems pretty darn good. So yes, it could be better in its comfort, but as far as value, I give it a thumbs down in value because I don't like spending $25 on a pair of gloves, but it does the trick for $25. So that's why I give this glove a 5. Alright, the next glove is the Duluth Mechanix glove. So when it comes to what I didn't mention before is these Duluth gloves are made by Ironclad. So Ironclad makes these for Duluth, and they just retag it Duluth Trading Company. So this is a Mechanix glove. It has a bunch of little wrenches in the palm. What I really like about this glove is you have a lot of dexterity. So when it comes to ease of use, these are really nice and really easy to manipulate stuff and grab small things. They just make it easy for working on cars or wrenches or whatever you're doing mechanic wise. They're awesome. I use them to cut wood, I use them to saw with, and they've held up pretty darn good. They have a synthetic leather palm to them. I think these are discontinued because I can't find them online anymore. So these are a $29.50, $30 set of gloves. I wish that they would be a little bit better for the money, but these have held up. They're wrapped all the way around the finger with the synthetic leather. They have a nice nylon back to them, a Velcro wrist strap. I really don't like using the Velcro wrist straps. Most of the time I cut them off because I just don't like that restriction when you're trying to move your wrist around. That's just how I do it and how I feel about it. So pretty darn good glove. These have been washed a couple times. I don't have any issues with these. They're pretty good to go. So I give this glove a 6. This glove is not bad for 30 bucks, but has a little bit to be desired when you're spending $30. Alright, so next let's talk about Ironclad. So 4 of these gloves in this lineup are Ironclad. I do believe in them a lot. They are nice gloves. I cannot complain. I have had a lot of different manufacturers over the years. These are the 7 that I have right now. I've thrown a lot of them away. If you're looking at a glove from Hardy, or you're looking at a glove from I haven't had good luck with Schmidt gloves. The ones from Tractor Supply, just haven't had good luck with them. I've thrown them away. I think they're trash. You can't wash them. The Hardy gloves, you can find those at Harbor Freight. You can find those at some of your smaller Ace Hardwares and stuff like that. They're not bad, but I've just never liked how they feel. So it just all depends. This is exactly what I have. So Ironclad. So this is the RANCHWORKS glove. This glove is, I really like this a lot. This is goat skin leather, and the palm is completely all one piece and wrapped around the fingertips. There's an elastic band here, so this is where it wins me, is it has this little elastic band around the wrist instead of a wrist strap. So this glove goes on nice and easy and stays nice and off of my wrist, and I'm not worried about it. So when it comes to comfort, I really like this glove. There's a little bit to be desired when it comes to breathability in the fingers. My fingers start to sweat really fast in this glove because it is wrapped all the way up here with leather. So, but this part breathes really well. This is a really breathable material. I think it's nylon and polyester probably. So it breathes really well. This glove will cost you $15, almost $16. I think it's $15.74. Not a bad glove. It is really reinforced here in the thumb and index area, so you get a lot of life out of that area. I'm not sure what that material is, but it's robust for sure, and it's double stitched. So I haven't worn these leather palms out. They're stitched in a kind of a palm pattern, and I've had really good luck with them. So they're a really good build. I give this glove an 8. This glove is awesome. I've washed this before, so me and Aaron were talking about this in the past, that you really don't want to wash these leather gloves, because a lot of the times your cheaper leather gloves will just fall apart because that synthetic leather or whatever they're making it with will just get trashed by the washing machine. I think these are machine wash cold and dry with no heat, or just hang dry, and they do fine. So you can wash these. As soon as you soak this bad boy with water or sweat, it's kind of saturated, and you definitely want to wash these after you've sweated them for a while. But when it comes to durability, I've had these for a long time. I've had these for a year now, and I haven't seen any wear and tear on them. Even the stitching is holding up, so I wear the crap out of these as well. So when it comes to durability, great. Value at $15, that's why this glove is an 8. Okay, one glove that I don't have here is Cowboy glove. So the Ironclad Cowboy I just said Ironclad. So Aaron has a set of these, and I've been looking at them online, and I would rate them higher. They are the exact same glove. They have the same goat skin leather. The only thing that they differ in is they have this Ironclad piece here on the knuckles to protect your knuckles, but the rest of it is a nylon material like this. So I like the breathability down here, so I'm pretty sure I would like the breathability up on my fingers. So that's why I give that one a 9 as well, because I would like the breathability here. So the only thing I don't like about this glove here is the breathability, and the Cowboy has that. So for the same price, I think maybe they might be a little bit more expensive. I think maybe $22.60, I think it was. $22.60 for the Cowboy. Just depends on where you're getting it. They're all going to be around the same price. But they have that breathability around the fingers that I really like. So I highly recommend these Ironclad, whether you go for the RANCHWORKS or you go for the Cowboy glove. They've held up over time. Goat skin leather. It's proved to be tough. It's proved to be washable, and I really like this glove. I highly recommend this one. Once again, link is in the description, and you can go check them out if you want to. Awesome glove. So we've gone over our work gloves, talked a little bit about the comfort when it comes to ease of use, getting them on and off your hands. Talked about the durability and the lifespan on all of them, and of course the value, where your Duluth $30 gloves are not worth the $30. They're ironclad, but clearly not ironclad in their construction. I don't know if they outsource it or what, or they use their patents. I don't know what it is, but it just isn't an ironclad glove. So let's go into our winter gloves. So the 3 gloves I have on the table for winter, I'll start with the crappiest one first. Let me start by saying that I hate wool gloves. Wool does not float my boat at all. I really hate wool. So of course this Mechanix winter glove, I'm not even going to put it on right now because I just hate the wool on it. I've had this doing shoveling and stuff like that, operating stuff outside in the winter is nice, but this, as soon as it gets wet, it's trashed. If you know anything about wool, the wool is all the way down around the fingers. As soon as it gets wet, it's just saturated and you're getting cold already. So I'm not about that life. I'm trying to stay as warm as possible. That's why I give this glove a 3. So this glove is $27.99. So that's what, $30 glove. It gets wet, it's wool. I don't care for it. So yeah, throw that out. So that was just one of the examples I've had for winter gloves. So let's come over to my favorite glove so far, above all else. And I wish they made a summer version that I wear in the summer. So I have seen a lot of other companies that are doing this exact technology, and I think that we really need to review other gloves, and that's why this is an ongoing discussion. So in the future, I plan on buying more gloves to try them out. But these are Memphis Ninja ice gloves. So when it comes to winter and winter work, I recommend these above all else. These are the N9690L. These are HPT, or the hydropellant technology, and these are half dipped. So they're dipped on the fingers and just around to the back. These hold up with wood cutting, they hold up with chainsawing, anything you're doing in the winter, they hold up 100%. They're awesome. I have been stacking wood and cutting wood for a couple years on these gloves. This material is really, really durable. It does not tear. It does not even look like it's worn. This thing does not even look like a glove that's 3 or 4 years old. Now the inside of this glove is an acrylic terry, so it's not a wool interior. This glove is, I've washed these many times. I just turn them inside out and wash them, and they're awesome. It's not tight around your wrist. They're really an awesome glove. The only thing I don't like about this glove that's not fully dipped is that it does get wet on the back. If you're using it in the snow and snow melts on the top of your glove, it eventually gets wet. So there's a downfall to that. You just have to put up with that. But here's the kicker. This glove is $7.51. Like, are you kidding me? So you can get a glove like this that holds up for years of wood cutting and stacking and all of these things for $7. Why do we even have all the other gloves? Exactly. I want these in a summer version. Like, I want to be able to use these throughout the summer, a little lightweight version of these. And I have seen them, and I just haven't bought them. I've seen them recently when I've been around to stores and looking at other options for thinking about this video, and they do make them, and they're like $3. So I need to pick up a set for the summer, but right now there's snow on the ground, so I'm going to be using the winter type. So the other variation of the Memphis Ninja ice gloves are the fully dipped gloves, and these are the ones that I wear all the time because these are fully dipped. You're not going to get these wet. They do not get wet in the winter. They're fully encompassed all around your hand. They are very flexible. You have a lot of dexterity. This terry acrylic interior is awesome. It doesn't make your hand sweat. I don't sweat in it for some reason. This is fully encapsulated in my hand. There's no breathability, but yet I don't sweat in this winter glove. It's insane. So when it comes to ease of use and comfort, this is awesome. Awesome glove. Very, very easy to pick up small things. I put on and off chainsaw chains with it. Put the little nuts on. I've even adjusted carburetors with the small screwdriver on the chainsaw with these on. So not a bad deal whatsoever. These fully encased ones are $7.98. They cost 7 cents more than this glove. So you can buy these in bulk, and I think that's my next purchase. Is I'm going to buy these in bulk because I think 12 of them cost you $65. So why wouldn't you buy 12 of them at a time? It's stupid not to. So that's my number one glove that I recommend, the Memphis Ninja Ice. These are the N96, what was it, 9690, and then they have the S, M, L, XL for whatever size it is. So as I'll put down here, N9690 Memphis Ninja Ice gloves. They're ice fishing gloves. So they're, above all else, my favorite glove, and they're holding up to years worth of torment in cutting wood and all that stuff. So this is just a beginning glove discussion. As I go through and review more gloves, I'll post more videos and we'll talk more about the pros and cons of new gloves. And I'm really geeky. I like to try everything and see which one I like more. And if I have any new news to bring to the table, well, there will be another video in the future. So thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe if you like. Smash that like button. I need all the help I can get out here just trying to spread the brand. And yeah, if you guys like my content, then stick around and I'll see you next video.